Lord have mercy, Jesus. Jackie done told all this lady business, and them hoes still trying to corral to get Quad off this damn show. Child cheese, catch these teas. Nessa, girl, did you get into this fabulous episode of I almost hit the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Lord have mercy, Jesus, because they always associated with being fabulous, and for whatever reason, my DVR must not like Nene leaks, because it did not record the episode of Nene being back, so I have to watch that shit online and figure out what the fuck going on down to the AT&T DVR. Nevertheless, Nessa, girl, did you get into this episode of these here medicine wives? Honey, let me tell you something. Let me take a minute or two and give much respect to the woman with the house of my dreams, Miss Toya Bush Harris. Now, I always read Toya about her fashions, about her spending her money all kind of crazy, but if Toya gonna spend up the money crazy on what she did with that house, yes, God, hunty. Now, y'all know me. I don't go up for excess. I'm still of the belief that don't nobody need no house that motherfucking fabulous. But bitch, Toya, I don't give a good goddamn what them hoes say about you. You and your house is alright with me. Toya did that, baby. If you gonna spend up all the church's money and have your man down to the medical firm working like a dog every day of the week, your house better look like that. Toya, you around here letting people call you dumb, say you ain't had no kind of profession, say you around here throwing parties. Quiet as it's kept. I had first said you needed to be a party promoter. No, bitch. I got a more lucrative career for you. Your ass need to be down to the design center when people getting their house fixed, bitch. I see you in an old nasty A-line pencil skirt with a piece of low-cut blouse on, letting people know what their options are when they getting their house built by Pulte Homes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, now Pulte do cheap. We like John Wheeling, honey. John Wheeling people. John Wheeling people. Toya Bush Harris, she ain't got shit to do. She a housewife and her kids in school 15 hours a day. Can y'all give her a piece of part-time job so she can help design people's house? Toya, your house is amazing, honey. Amazing. And I can just sit here for a whole another 30 minutes and rebirth MTV Cribs, because bitch, you did that. And not only did you accommodate the tacky fashions that you got now, you got enough room for your future fashions. Now, hopefully your fashions come up to par with your house, but you did that, hunty. You need to send Marlo Hampton an invoice right now so she can go get a blanket credit card and buy up enough shit to fill up your closet. Because, baby, you did that. Y'all want me to go about Toya's house some more? Y'all want me to go on? Because I can keep going. Whatever the case may be, Toya and Eugene, that house right there, yes, God, Harriet Tubman is proud. Again, y'all are the hope and the dream of the slave. And for that, black people motherfucking doing it, just showing the kids, go to high school, go to college, buy up all the real estate. I'm here for the shit. I'm here for it. Woo, I'm here for it. I don't fuck around and got hot up here in my forehead. Moving right along. Simone decides to invite the people to the girls trip as she is at Toya's house at the first little dinner party, and Toya and Eugene make comment about, are you going to invite Quad? And I'm going to tell you something, because I had this issue last season with them bitching about Quad going on a couples trip, and I really couldn't articulate well why I felt. I'm like, y'all, it's fucking Quad. It's one of the people in the group. She been coming. Like, what's the tea? We all are a family unit at this problem. Is it really just a big deal because the title of the trip is couples trip? What it really is friends and cast going out of town together. Like, for real, for real. Stop it with the semantics. But I like what Simone said. Simone said, my ass was almost on the brink of divorce last year, and I would hate to think that y'all would have excluded me because of that. Then Toya and Eugene got cotton in the damn mouth. They got real quiet, which further says to me the issue is less about Quad going on a couples trip because it's going to compromise the integrity of the trip, and more to do with certain people in the group wanting to punish her per se. You know what I'm saying? Some of them hoes even trying to corral to get her ass off the show because she's no longer married to medicine or married, period, whatever the case may be. Depending on which side of the spectrum you fall on is where your opinion lies. If you like her, you want it in. If you don't like her, you use any little reason to try to get her off the show. We not even gonna argue the shit, but I like the point that Simone made, and I like how Simone further got their ass together later on when she discussed what made her change her mind. Scott and Contessa go to counseling. You know, it is very unfortunate when you see a married couple become disjointed. But I also like the fact that we are seeing them work on coming back together. Because, you know, in relationships, there are seasons. There are seasons where you're deeply connected. Then there are seasons where you just have different interests, different passions that kind of take your focus off of this for a while. You end up taking it for granted for a while, and so on and so forth. You know, Scott, for me, and again, I am still lost on just the overarching argument. You know, Scott is complaining about something that my grandma used to say, just endure, baby, it's just temporary. 2 years of fucking taking care of them kids, or 2 years of being them kids' mama is not gonna kill you. And again, y'all have means. Buffy ain't got no damn kids. Quiet as it's kept. I don't know if Buffy got any cats. And she got a damn house manager. Why can't y'all get a house manager, in the words of Lisa Fisher, to ease the pain? How can I ease the pain? Cause Renee ain't coming back again. Call Miss Renee. Miss Renee, get this shit started and tell Scott how to shut the fuck up while she managed what the fuck going on to let that lady study so she can become the Surgeon General of the world. I'm just not understanding why Contessa going to Nashville caused so much chaos and confusion in y'all relationship when y'all got means. We not gonna spend much time on it. I am glad that Scott and Contessa are trying to work it out. Jackie threw a party. Jackie threw that pussy pink party. Hey, police put me over. They don't write no tickets. Vaginal pink. Trying to lick it. That juicy. That's that Jackie, yo. I don't know why I'm so crunk. It's because I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here so I can go to happy hour. Nevertheless, Dr. Heavenly comments about Mariah was dead as wrong, but that shit was funny as fuck. She told everybody to wear vaginal pink. Mariah show up in fuchsia because she must got an infection. Then, bitch, she said, don't even go to Simone. Go straight to Jackie. Dr. Heavenly, what's that supposed to mean? Is you trying to say you go to Simone when you got just a little itchy, but when you got a real problem, you go to Dr. Jackie because Dr. Jackie do it better? Because that's what I interpreted from the situation. But I ain't trying to start no mess amongst the professional black women's down to the TV. They already got the Patanka girls fighting and going to jail and slamming folks' head down to the thing. So I don't want to contribute to the toxic environment of black women fighting down to the TV. But I'm trying to get a better understanding of what you saying, good? What you saying, good? You trying to get it started, good? Then we get down to the party. Dr. Jackie, you were a friend of mine. You was a friend of mine until you got up and spilled my business and caught me blind. Okay, Jackie, like, Dr. Jackie, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt so bad and say that they edited out 2 hours or something that led you to do that. Because Jackie is normally the epitome of class and how to say something properly. And for you to just have done Buffy like that, like, it would totally be different if Buffy has marketed herself as the spokesperson for infertility and that was not something that she was still troubled with. You just took it upon yourself, A, somebody that's new to this whole television arena, B, somebody that's not necessarily in a safe environment to just spill all her tea. And not only is it her tea, it's her kryptonite, it's her insecurity, it's her, you know, her self-perceived failure. It's the one thing that she's the most shamed about in life, the one thing that she wants the most. You took this lady's most vulnerable piece of tea and used it as leverage to get your point across in a room full of strangers and to prop yourself up in the name of empowering women. But you really broke this woman down to the lowest common denominator. And Dr. Jackie, I am really ashamed of you. And then it looks as if on the next episode that somehow or another you and Heavenly gonna find some way to try to defend this bullshit and get it started with Buffy. And Buffy look like she ain't no punk because she look like she down at the end of that table about to dive on Heavenly ass. So at the end of when Buffy starts crying, and she says, I really want a baby, Quad asked the question that I had asked on videos prior, which was, can't they go the surrogate route? And then Buffy says, we already spent $200,000 on IVF, yada, yada, yada. It's something I think along the lines of convincing the husband to spend more money. But here's the thing, Buffy. On one token, you're talking about money jangle, but wealth whispers. Your whole selling point is that you got all this money. Bitch, you already spent $200,000. What's another $3,000? Or what's another $50,000? I don't know what surrogates cost. Call Candy or call K Michelle, but I'm pretty sure you can get the shit done for $50,000. And Buffy, y'all got it. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. Down to you and Contessa and Scott, and down to you and your husband, I am sorry. I'm having a hard time feeling sympathetic for people with problems that money can solve. See, I was under the impression that Buffy potentially had some eggs that could not be harvested, and they didn't want to adopt. They wanted a baby that shared their own DNA. You've just revealed to us that you have eggs, you ovulate this, that, and the third, and your husband has working sperm. Why haven't y'all took y'all egg and sperm and put it in somebody else? It still makes it your child. It seems to me that now you're more hung up on the whole idea that the woman has got to have the baby in order to be a real woman. You are a real woman. Girl, go get your damn baby. Honestly, Buffy, I kind of lost some of the sympathy that I was feeling for you, because I was thinking that just having a baby for y'all was completely impossible. It seems to me that, Buffy, you are less married to the notion of having a baby and more to the picture and the fairy tale of the whole process. Mommy having the baby, doing the baby shower, doing the maternity shoot. Buffy, in the words of Anita Baker, there'll be no more tears for you. I ain't got no more tears for you when you and your husband can take $50,000 and insert y'all egg and sperm into another woman like Easy Bake Oven, and in 9 months have a baby. I'm not understanding what the problem is. Do it, baby. It'll save you a whole lot of tears, because I got no more of them for you. Moving right along. Then down to the party. They have a conversation again about the couple's trip. And here come Mariah, is stressed up in her chest, wondering why Simone has now jumped ship on how she feels. Now, why is Mariah stressed up in her chest? Because earlier in the season, now it was Mariah, Simone, Toya. They were supposed to be the little group that's against this side. Now that they feel like Simone inching back over here a little bit, and she got 1 foot over here and 1 foot over there, is making Mariah uneasy, because her being in support of Quad goes against the narrative and the energy that Mariah is trying to drive, which is trying to minimize and get Quad out of the picture by any means necessary. And in the words of the gospel singer, it won't work. No weapon formed against she will prosper. It won't work. It won't work. It won't work. It ain't gonna work, mama. So go ahead and take that fuchsia and you Lake and Dr. Jarrett with her begging to be back in the mix ass, and figure out something else, because that right there what you trying to do, it won't work. It been ain't work. I just want to sit here for like 4 more renditions of It Won't Work, but I'm not going to annoy y'all girls. Because it won't work. Nevertheless, they go to get on the plane. Is it me, did y'all feel some kind of way that Contessa left her husband? See, that's why y'all ass so fucked up right there now. You don't have each other back. Yeah, you got TSA pre-check and he don't. But y'all was supposed to go through the long line together. You were supposed to keep him company. And going through the line, it's going through the line by yourself that's problematic. But if you're there with your man, show the shit with your man. You said fuck that shit. You left that man on that island by himself, and that's why y'all asses in counseling now. And no shade, it is very trivial. It's a very trivial example, but it's indicative of a larger underlining energy for me. I would have never done my mate like that. I would have done one of my friends like that. I would have been like, girl, y'all stand here. I got this privilege. I'm going to go over here. I see y'all on the other side. I wouldn't have did that unless I had, I was handicapped or injured or something the case may be. Nevertheless, we get to the dance off, because Simone said they gonna dance off for the room. I love the fact that Buffy and her husband at least attempted and showed that they were team players. I love the fact that Dr. Scott and Dr. Contessa, they did their thing, and Scott surprised me. I like when people put a conscious effort into things that'll make them look corny. But baby, old prude ass Heavenly and Dr. Damon really shocked me, because Dr. Damon gives you very quiet, reserved. But then I must remember, Dr. Damon is a Q. Okay? And everybody know all the Qs is nasty dogs. And he may not have it in him now, but he had it in his ass once upon a time. I was roommates. One of my best friends is a Q. I know how them Qs do, especially the ones that pledge for real, for real. I know how them damn Qs do. And Dr. Damon brought that thing out. He killed, Dr. Damon. And they won that damn room. Mariah Madison, this was a light episode. This episode was an episode of Black Excellence. It definitely was a setup for what's going to be on the next episode or whatever. I liked it, y'all. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. For those of y'all who are new to the channel, be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll call y'all later. Bye.